best way to get to ZERMATT is slowly by bike. Like the first climbers of Matterhorn North Face in 1935, Franz and Tony Schmid. Car is not possible, at least the last kilometers, and another variant is on foot. Or, of course, you do it this way. ZERMATT. Well, without Matterhorn, it would be a normal village. But as the first ascender Edward Wimper said, only the horn matters. Well, maybe he didn't say it. But at last, for filming, the whole theater is not entirely uninteresting. We can't really believe that the conditions in the wall are supposed to be super good when we look at them from down here, but hopefully it's true. By the way, you could also walk to Schwarzsee. I did that in 1995 when I climbed Hernley Ridge with another budding theologian. But today we are lazy, and tomorrow we will need a lot of strength. To our great fortune, the hut is just closed on these last days of June. It's probably the most expensive in Europe. An overnight stay as a member of the Alpine Club costs 150 Swiss francs. Currently, only the winter room is open and it is supposed to be quite okay. But will all the climbers fit in there? And anyway, do they all want to go to the North Face? A non-representative snap poll shows mostly yes. But I can't estimate more exact numbers yet. Well, that become cheerful in any case. I had imagined a cozy crackling stove when I heard the term winter room, but far from it, you need a stove. And you can only use it outside. Fortunately, there's Damian, who once took part in an ice climbing course of mine. As you can see, you also learned good manners there. Damian is our base camp cook. With a view of Breithorn Dom and Teschan, it's slowly getting evening. The winter room from inside. Michael and I have to share a bed, and as the saying goes, forewarned is forearmed. Already midnight, we get up, and when it's finally light enough for filming, we are already high up in the wall. Even if we have only secured a few meters. Damian and his partner got only up at 2, but have already overtaken us. Thanks to the ice course, needless to say. Here Damian in the post-climb of the first real pitch. Opposite Dent Blanche. My belay on 2 good normal pittance. Well, a first intermediate belay must be placed soon. Here I am in the scene, the prominent rump in the wall. Already the 6th pitch, above me the chimney. Nice mixed climbing, and then I have the seam behind me. The route goes to the right. Quite practical when, as today, there are several teams in the tour. The icefall. Michael feels here in the middle of midsummer like climbing a waterfall. At an altitude of now over 4,000 meters, something like this is possible. We don't go up this icefall anymore, but to the right, where I can build a fat belay station. and even fatter. Only, unfortunately, in the shade. I freeze miserably. After 2 more pitches, I'm already on the Schmid ridge and catch up with Michael. Easy but fantastic climbing on these last meters of the actual north face. And here is the summit climb. There is such an icy storm up there that we can't film. But we were up there because there is no other way to get here. The sheer endless descent over the Hörnli Ridge begins. Although we are tired and already a bit exhausted, we have to be careful. Yesterday, a lone climber fell 500 meters to his death while descending here. The Solvay hut, 4,000 meters. A mountain rescuer on the Matterhorn. Has another tragedy happened here? A Korean lone climber, we saw him in the night before at the hut, was quite overwhelmed with the rappelling already further up during the descent, as Damian tells me later. In front of the eyes of 2 others, he fell further down because of a rappelling mistake, 40 or 50 meters into the depth. As if by a miracle, he gets up. Unbelievable. But he gets away with a few bruises. Deep blue, probably. We are not in the mood for getting deep blue bruises, and in view of the fact that I was flown out of a wall as a clinical dead man on my last very long climbing tour, a good 10 months ago, it was Marmolada South Face, I paid double attention. Unbelievable not only what dirt there's on the lens, but also on what dirt we have to upsail. After all, on the normal route of one of the most famous mountains in the world. Hörnli Ridge is not only eternally long, but has 4 records. First, it offers the ugliest climbing in the 3rd degree in the entire Alps. And secondly, seeming incongruous with this, it's also the most climbed ascent in the 3rd degree. And thirdly, the one with the most accidents. Yesterday, today, hopefully not again tomorrow. Because fourthly, the one with the most safe overestimating climbers from all over the world. More than 7 hours after the summit, more than 19 hours after our departure, we reach again the Hörnli-Hütte. We are lucky. Only today the shelter is open. From tomorrow it would mean paying 150 Swiss francs. A look back to the mountain across to the Dufourspitze, where it is slowly getting evening. A new day. It's time to leave. We quietly enjoy the view of the Obergabelhorn, Wellenkuppe, Zinnerrothorn and Weißhorn. It's good that we didn't have to descend the 700 meters of altitude yesterday. Today, it's okay again, more or less. Again, it rattles at the horn. Again, the mountain rescue helicopter. Hopefully, only a control flight, as yesterday at the same time. The cable car is still standing. Well, we will just have to wait a bit longer. After more than 1.5 hours, we realize that we didn't get off here 2 days earlier, but have to go down further. But this is to be noted at this point, it doesn't hurt at all to be stupid. Rimfischhorn, Strahlhorn and Homo sapiens. Here it gets right. Schwarzsee with Schwarzsee Mountain Station. 23 years ago, I remember, the 2 budding theologians spent the night in this chapel. We don't stay in this nice pension, but march, not surprisingly, to the train station. There I have my travel reading well hidden, but in such a way that it demands some effort. The north face of the Matterhorn also appears in this book. Just by the way, the very young Joe Simpson would have preferred to go to the Eiger instead of it. The book is not boring at all, but for me, the tour of the previous day seems to have left its mark. Michael feels the same effect. Well, it's a good thing. that we didn't go by bike.